Hello, this is Cooking with Phatty, episode 3, and today we're going to make some tuna salad. You know, we've been catching a little bit of flack about people saying, hey, you know, you're making all kinds of stuff that's fattening. Why don't you make something that's nutritious? So that's what we decided to do, because we love tuna and we love, you know, everything that goes into it. So today we're going to try and do that and keep it, you know, under the time that's allotted, but yet describe it as best as we can. And if you stay tuned till the end, I'm going to show you a fun little idea that you can do. Okay, so today we have mayo and we have crackers, which are optional. We have pickles, or you can use relish, like a pickle relish. Salt, onion powder, pepper, our cooking utensils, of course, a little bit of yellow mustard, tuna, and I use the kind that's in water because it's a little more healthier for you. It doesn't have as much fat and oil, and I use 3 hard-boiled eggs. And so basically I will have the measurements listed for you on the screen there for you, and I'll tell you as I go along. So I guess we're ready to begin. And another thing I forgot, paprika. That's another, and you know, this is optional, and it gives it a little bit of a zing, I think. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. I'll put my shades up here so I can see what I'm going to clear off. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start out with, I want to get a little bit of a spoon here, excuse me. Or a fork will work too. We'll open those cans up there. Best way we can. Okay, there we go. Flip the little fish. Now, you know, we got to be real careful about this because we got a cat in here that loves tuna, you know, number one, and we got a fish in here that gets a little bit offended when he sees his cousin going in the bowl. You know what I mean? Not in the fish bowl, I mean, but in the cooking bowl, the mixing bowl. So we got to kind of keep that away from the fish a little bit there, so he don't get all freaked out and try to do a backflip out of his tank or something. You know, get mad and won't eat for a few days, and then I'll worry about him. Okay, so there's 1 can of fish, and here's 2 cans of fish. We'll get all that in. This is basically 5-ounce cans, so we're basically using about 20 ounces of fish. Tuna in the water. Can be any kind. We're using Bumblebee because I like that Jim Carrey. Right. Look at that stuff. Woo! I can see why Zeppy's wanting to come in here, man. I'm telling you what. That stuff's got some smell to it, doesn't it? Wow. But it's good, though. Once we get all them ingredients in there, man, it's going to rock. Okay. There's another can. That's our 3rd one. All right, next, we're going to take our big pickle fork. Try to see if we can stab some pickles. You can use relish or whatever. Relish gives it a little more of a sweeter taste, but I just kind of use dill. I mean, I kind of like it just having like a salty taste. And I'm going to say probably, some people put celery in this. I don't really do that, but I'm going to say, let's see, we're going to use 8 slices of dill, like, you know, hamburger chips. You can use kosher dill, whatever kind you want. I want to holler out to my friend over there, kind of like a sister channel on YouTube, Jaron Nation. You might want to check out some of his funny videos he's got on those ghosts at Jaron Nation on YouTube. He's funny. He's got some neat stuff, and he puts a lot of effort into the editing. So now here's what I do. Normally I don't put the egg itself in there because number one, it's got more cholesterol, and number 2, it's really not, I don't know, it kind of makes your tuna salad taste kind of funky to me, but a lot of people like it. So hey, whatever, if you like it, good for you. Go for it. Do whatever you want to do. It's your world. It's like a happy little cloud. It's your happy little creation. You know, just like old Bob Ross used to say. You know, I loved his paintings, and he was a great guy. God rest his soul. And he said that, dude, it's your world. You create it. And that's the same thing basically here. So we're going to try to get all that egg in there. Alrighty then. Did you notice how I put a Sioux chef and spell it like a Sioux Indian? Because, you know, the Indians basically, they taught themselves how to do stuff. You know, they didn't have no fancy dude from New York or Paris or whatever teaching them nothing. They decided to learn it on their own, and they knew what they were doing. But I'm not cutting the people from France or whatever. They make some really wonderful things on the Food Channel and also, you know, on Create, on PBS. They make some wonderful stuff. I love that Lydia Bastianich or whatever her name is. She makes some Italian dishes that are unbelievable. Awesome. So no problem, you know, that's great, but I mean, I don't know, sometimes it seems like, you know, you pay all this money and all you get is like enough to feed a mouse or whatever, but maybe that's all you need, you know, I don't know. Anyhow, so we got the egg in there, we got the pickles in there. I used 8 pickle discs, chopped them up real fine. 3 eggs, took the yellows out of the yolk, you know, the hard yolk part, put that in there. 4 5-ounce cans of tuna, and now we're going to have a tablespoon of mustard. This is yellow mustard. Okay, I love the way the flavor this gives you. And if you like a little more, you can put another ½ tablespoon in. It won't hurt anything. Sometimes some of it gets stuck down in there in the bottom of the deal here, and you know. Anyhow, so all right, now, and I'm going to go ahead and put a few seasonings in it. And I'm going to go with about a ½ teaspoon of salt, okay, about a ½ teaspoon of pepper. I guess that ain't coming out too good, so I don't know what happened. About a ½ teaspoon of pepper, and I use a little bit of onion powder. Now some people put chopped up onion in theirs, and well, we'll use it. I say about a teaspoon of onion powder. Gives it a nice flavor. And then I just basically sprinkle a little of this paprika in it. So just a little bit of a sprinkle. And you can also put that at the end, but for time's sake we're going to go ahead and put it all in now. So that we got all that in, we're going to go ahead and put some mayo in. Okay, now this is probably one of the bulkiest ingredients you'll have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of here and fill up. I want to put about 1.5 to 2 cups in there. So I'm going to measure it a little bit so that we know, you know, because it is kind of fat. And you can use Miracle Whip too if you'd prefer it to be a little bit less, you know, fat. That should be more than enough with everything else we've got in it to do it. It really don't take that long, probably 15 minutes the max, and then you know, is that enough? Let's see here. I don't think so. I think that's exactly right, about 1.5 cups of mayo. So we'll write that on your screen, and you can pause your player and get all those information. And now, one thing I want to do first of all, okay, and one thing I want to do first of all is I want to stir this up a little bit. We'll go ahead and take that out of there since we already got the tuna in there. Throw all that in. Go ahead, I'm going to try to whisk this a little bit. Some people, we can use that spoon, but I think the whisk kind of mixes it a little bit better, and you can get an idea of the colors and the textures and the amounts and proportions that are basically in there. Now as this cools and chills, we're going to chill this a while in the refrigerator for about 20 to 45 minutes, depending on your refrigerator and your temperature zones and so forth. And that just, I mean, you could eat it now, but I'm telling you, once it's chilled, as most of you probably know that have made this before, it just tastes so much better. It gives a time for the ingredients to combine. If you want to put some onion flakes in it, it'll give that time to basically rehydrate the onions. And you know, everything will be, the flavors will be mixed and enhanced to the best you know, possible degree that they can be. And So basically we've got everything pretty much mixed right there, and as that gets colder, it gets mixed up, and I just thought it would be appropriate to wear my jersey since it's almost football season. I saw the people out practicing, it kind of got me psyched out. Can't wait to watch pro football again. And we're going to be doing some little, you know, tailgate party and, you know, well, you know, Monday night party ideas in here on the Cooking with Phatty too that might help you out a little bit. Okay, now the other thing I was wanting to say is, if you think that's a little bit runny and, you know, you'd like to see it a little bit, you know, yeah, we're charging, baby. Go out long. Woo! Whatever. Okay, we're almost done with our fish. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try to crush these crackers up real nice. Okay. All right. I don't know, that ain't working too good. Here, use the bottom of a mayonnaise thing. It's all good. Yeah, mortar and pestle. That'll work. Just going to get them chopped up good enough to where they'll absorb that tuna and all that good ingredients in there. I used about 8 to 10 crackers. Bear in mind, you know, you're adding more carbs and whatnot, and we're trying to basically, you know, keep it simple. Keep it to the point where it's not super fattening. You know, I don't really have all your nutrition information and all that good stuff, but I can guarantee if you put this on a couple of pieces of toast with some lettuce, you know, I'm sure it'll make a delightful thing. Or perhaps on some crackers, or perhaps a little on the side with a bowl of salad, whatever's, you know, whatever's your thing. And I got them pretty well good. So I'm going to add them into the mix. That's not a whole lot, but it will sort of dry that excess moisture up and just kind of fold it in there, as they say. As Julia Child would say, fold it in, my dear happy people, and it will all be good. That's about the best Julia Child I can do. But I think I'm going to add a little more. What the heck? Let's get happy here. We're going to do it, baby. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. Or Jan can cook. You know, he always is like, put it in there, my friend. It will be very nice for you. Wait a minute, that was Indian. I don't know, whatever. Fold it in there, my friend. Fold it in. It will be nice. I don't think they make tuna in Bombay, do they? I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know what they do. They got some weird dishes, but some of it's pretty good. Pull it in there, man. Pull it in there. You know what I mean, Pedro? Pull it in. Pull it in. Pull it in there, brother. What's up? Add a little of that Cajun spice. I'll be all good there, brother. That was a lousy ghetto accent, wasn't it? I think some of the other people on YouTube do a better ghetto accent than me, but, you know, I don't want to get in no trouble. So I try to be cool, because the good Lord wants us all to be brothers and be nice to each other. And everything works out a lot better. Peace, you know what I mean? Hippies like peace. They don't care what color you are or anything. You know, nationalities, whatever, it's all good. We just want to be brothers. And everybody likes fish, so everybody's happy. You know what I mean? Most people do anyhow. Okay, now, we got that pretty well incorporated in there, and that looks pretty good to me. But, you know, like I said, after it sits in the fridge for a little while, it will soak up the crackers, soak up all the flavors, and then, you know, you can take it out and stir it a little bit more. And it should be just right what you want. And then you can put it on a little bit of toast, nice brown toast with a little bit of, maybe a little slice of tomato, a little